Michael Louie, and I am a member and representative of the Global Majority Student Club here at the Monterey Institute. And once again, if you would like to hear this presentation simultaneously interpreted into Chinese, Japanese, or Russian, you can pick up a headset in the back. So I would like to start by thanking you all for being here and for welcoming Dr. Mukesh Kapila to tell his story about the Darfur genocide, specifically about those who orchestrated such crimes and the international failure to respond to them. We hope to learn a great deal from his experience, expertise, and courage to act when no one else will. To begin tonight, I would like to tell you a little more about the Global Majority Club, as well as introduce Mr. Hamdan Gumma and one of Global Majority's International Advisory Board members, who will then introduce our guest speaker. So for those of you who are unfamiliar with the Global Majority Student Club, we are a club here on campus affiliated with the Global Majority organization, striving for the same promotion of nonviolent conflict resolution through education and training. We function here to provide opportunities such as this event to hear from and meet with leaders in this field. We also empower our members and our community to take action. For example, last year we advocated for the signing of a petition for the Convention on the Elimination of Discrimination Against Women, commonly known as CEDAW, here in Monterey, which will be voted on actually next month in the next Monterey City Council meeting. As you can see, we exemplify that individuals can have a global impact towards peace and human rights. The Global Majority organization also has advocates for peace from all over the world and is guided by an international advisory board made up of experts in the field of conflict resolution. Tonight, we are honored to have with us one of our IAB members, Mr. Hamdan Gumma. A Sudanese national, Mr. Gumma is a graduate of MIS, earning an MA in International Negotiation and Conflict Resolution. He also has more than 16 years of international experience in the development management field and has worked for multiple international NGOs, including the UN in Africa and Southeast Asia. And right now I'm going to hand it over to Mr. Gumma, who will introduce our speaker tonight, Dr. Mukesh.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, and thank you for coming. Ladies and gentlemen, faculty and students of Montreal Institute of International Studies, members of Global Majority and the San Francisco Bay Area Darfur Coalition for Darfur, or Darfur Coalition. On behalf of my fellow Sudanese and on behalf of the members of the Sudanese Democratic Forum in California, I would like to welcome Dr. Mukesh Kapila to our beautiful city of Monterey and to this great institution to speak to us today about his book on Darfur, which is titled Against a Tide of Evil. All the Sudanese know that Dr. Mukesh is the first official voice to draw the attention of the world to another genocide taking place on our watch. And it seems he is one of the few voices that remains today persistently reminding us that genocide, ethnic cleansing, and many other atrocities are still taking place in Sudan. This is at a time when the world seems to turn its attention away from Sudan. Let me cite some recent figures, not to mention the 2 million killed during the longest civil war in Africa, which lasted for 50 years and, of course, ended by separation of the South, which is now an independent state. Other than the 2 million, according to 2013 data of Internal Displacement Monitoring Center, which is a UN institution, estimates that there are 2 million internally displaced people in Darfur, of which an estimated 1.4 million are in protracted displacement in camps. According to OCHA, which is Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs, which is another UN institution, there are an estimated 800,000 internally displaced people and conflict-affected people in Sudan People Liberation Movement North, held areas, in the north held areas of South Kordofan and Blue Nile, with 90,000 now IDPs in North and South Kordofan. As of February 2014, UNHCR reported 210,156 refugees, i.e. 54,465 families from Sudan registered in South Sudan. South Sudan now on fire, and they themselves are displaced. People are displaced. Wars in Sudan are so complex that there is war between the two countries, and then wars, intra-conflict within the two countries, and then there is, at other level, the intra-tribal, if I may say, wars for different reasons. UNHCR also reports that Ethiopia is hosting some 4,430 refugees. Dr. Mukesh is here today to speak about the often forgotten miseries of Sudan. We value his relentless work and commend his dedication to awaken the world conscious. Thank you, Dr. Mukesh, and welcome.